Okay, so I've had a few friends and family members that have texted me really good questions since I started putting this together. So I've got three or four that I'm gonna read the questions and then answer them here today. So first question is, well, if I don't complete a full combo, is it even worth doing part of a combo? So here's what I have to say about that. Yes, I believe the Lord counts it unto us according to our desire. And most of the time that I get pulled away from doing a full combo, it's because I'm needed by someone else. And Jesus was very clear on how he feels about his disciples being there for his fellow man. So, one other aspect of just want to focus a little bit on how long a combo takes. I know in Ghostbusters, Rick Moranis' awesome character was able to play back his exercise tape at double speed to get the same workout in half the time. But in reality, a good physical workout usually lasts an hour, right? An hour or so. And um, in the 80s, there was a popular workout spot called Gold's Gym, had franchises, locations all over the place. Well, think of time invested in a sacred combination as a workout session in not Gold's Gym, but God's Gym. Okay, second question. Isn't the opposite of secret combinations more like a group of people who transparently do righteous things together to bless an entire society? So, right after this person texted me this great question, I called him back to discuss it. I really liked what he was saying. We talked it through. His idea does make sense, but it isn't the truest inversion of the truth of the principle of a because in a secret combination it involves at least two mortals working wickedness under cover of darkness entirely without the Lord, right? But sacred combinations involve one mortal working out righteously entirely holy unto and with the Lord. Now, like I said in my first video, if an entire society decides to embrace sacred combinations and do them personally, wondrous goodness can happen to a community, a nation, and the entire world. All right, third one. So, Paul says we should put on the armor of God. Captain Moroni built defensive fortifications. Mr. Miyagi said karate for defense only. So, why is a sacred combination about hitting instead of defending? I just wonder whether you think a boxer just throws punches. Isn't that more categorized as a slugger? Those feet, don't they do all the silent work? Okay, love this question. It came from a dear friend in England. Look, Paul's armor included a sword. Moroni's fortified cities were successful at killing all those invaders because they had bowmen with arrows and bows in the towers. Mr. Miyagi kicked and punched all the Cobra Kai's bullies' butts in their skeleton Halloween costume onesies. So, and look, we're not out conquering territory like a Hun army. We're defending. We're defending our minds from invaders. And yes, a sacred combination fortifies us to resist temptations. But the person who asked this question is a beautiful chess player, and he knows that the best defense on the chessboard is a strong offense. So, um, the thing a sacred combination does is instill greater confidence in you to move those feet where the Lord needs you to go. Um, and to hear the Holy Spirit whisper what needs to be said, like Steve Martin's character did in Roxanne. So your feet can be like the feet spoken of by Isaiah and then quoted by Abinadi. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of those who bring good news, who proclaim peace, who say to Zion, your God reigns. Um, so, next question. Are there other activities that could be part of a sacred combination? Not just these four that I've outlined. I think so. For example, the Lord delighted in young David, and specifically in his singing and his dancing. My knees are not what they used to be back in my breakdancing days and learning moves from Yo MTV Raps videos. So it's not part of my combo right now. For sure, after I get my, everlasting resurrected kneecaps, then yes, I will sing and dance to the Lord. But I remember a beautiful quote from from a judge on So You Can Think You Can Dance years ago. After watching a really gorgeous performance, he said something like, "We sing when words alone won't do, and we dance when our song is not enough." But it doesn't have to be dancing either. It can be anything. If you have a talent for drawing or baking or any other creative inclination, I certainly think that can be rolled into a sacred combination. Let the Holy Spirit guide you on that. So there you go. This first batch of questions and answers, and hope you have a beautiful day. Talk to you soon.